Welcome to this week's Metaverse update. I am Bits. We are going to be discussing a lot of really great information about Wilder World, Zero, and Meow, as well as some things that I've been working on that I just released. The main and most impactful thing that we're going to be discussing is Operation Titan, which is essentially 4 different ways that Wilder World is going to be buying back their native token. And you may be asking, why would they do that? Well, if a project isn't willing to buy back their own token, does it really even have value to begin with? So they came up with 4 different ways that they're going to provide confidence in the market. The first step was that the team acquired 20 million tokens. The second way is through 9 different DAO proposals, reaching 911 ETH that will go towards buying back Wild and putting them into the different DAOs, thus aligning the DAOs with the long-term success of Wilder World. And currently 7 of 9 of these different proposals have passed quorum and have a large majority supporting the buybacks. The third way that Operation Titan is going to add confidence is through Metropolis, or more specifically, the packs that the team is going to be releasing with 3 individual NFTs in all different types of industries. So essentially, every single week, they're going to be releasing these packs, and they're going to be in different eras. And then these packs are going to be purchasable by Wild, and the team is going to take all proceeds from the pack sales and buy back Wild. And the fourth way is through Cypher, which is essentially raising capital in order to buy back Wild. Currently, Cypher already has $20 million that are already going to be allocated to buybacks, but that's not where they're going to stop. They're going to continue to raise capital. Operation Titan has already been a success. Wild has already gone from the top 500 all the way up into the top 300, and it just broke through some major resistance. I'm definitely not here to give any type of price predictions, but based on the charts, it really looks like from here to $1, there's very little resistance. There's going to be a lot of FOMO of individuals buying in, wanting to get in below that $1 mark. And very recently, Wilder World just announced their very degen move with launching Wiami.Fun. So what is Wiami.Fun? Wiami.Fun is that thing that no one saw coming, that everyone now is speculating on what the market actually needs. Pump.Fun did a great job of speculating on a token that literally has no underlying value whatsoever. But with Wiami.Fun, you're able to create token that has the potential to become an actual realized in-game asset within Wilder World and the larger metaverse. The team announced that they're going to start with weapon skins. So essentially, so you have the basic idea of what this is, individual will be able to go in, they'll use AI tools to create different skins on weapons. Then they're going to launch that token for 10 Wild. Then individuals will be able to go out and promote that skin, and individuals that are speculating on its success can purchase tokens attached to that skin. Once it reaches 9,000 Wild market cap, then the tokenized representation of that skin will be featured on Wiami.Fun's homepage. Then once that token reaches a market cap of 90,000 Wild, it will graduate to go through a process to be mintable and be created into a real in-game asset. Now, the main thing I love about all of this is putting tools in the hands of creators where they can have a huge impact on Wilder World and the game by creating in-game assets that other individuals love and they want to get their hands on. Now, an amazing feature with all of this is that the studio is going to be taking 0% from any of the fees. There are different fee brackets when the token goes from beginning to end, and 50% of those fees will always go to the creator. And the other 50% will go back to Wild holders in the form of burning that supply, making Wild even more deflationary. So once that token graduates and becomes a mintable NFT, the trades of the NFT will carry a 2.5%. 50% of that will go to the creator, and then the remaining 50% is again burned in Wild, which, as you can see, upon its success, will apply deflationary pressure, thus increasing the value of Wild. Something that I really like about this is that it's not just a speculative token, that it is a token with the possibility to become an NFT that individuals will be able to utilize within a metaverse platform, specifically Wilder World and Zero. Zero is providing the underlying technology to make it possible, where Wilder World is creating a world where people want to spend time and have fun. Another feature that I haven't even mentioned that I think is really cool is just like Zero domains or worlds, where you can burn them to get your underlying asset back, these NFTs will carry an underlying value. And individuals will be able to take these minted NFTs and burn them to receive that underlying value. Reasons why I think this is really cool is, one, you can create really rare NFTs into even more rare NFTs. Another thing is that it's going to have inherently value attached to it because wild will be attached to it. So let's say it has 10 wild attached to it. The value of that NFT will never drop below 10 wild because an individual will be able to buy it and then burn it to get that underlying value back. So this just adds a little bit more of gamification within the space. We're really gonna see the influx of value to each one of these tokens based on all of these different types of mechanics. But something that I'm really excited about is when different communities are gonna wanna come in and mint their own NFT because they wanna see their brand represented within the open world of Wilder World, providing new ways for these communities to connect and have some fun. Where clans are gonna have individualized full suit designs that they're going to be able to go into tournaments and be able to really represent what their brand is. I am really excited to see what different communities do with the tools that Wilder World and Zero are going to be able to provide so that they feel more connected within their communities. Right now, meme coins are what NFTs were in 2021. Wilder World and Zero were just brilliant in bringing these two things together, where you have a meme coin that can then turn into an NFT, but they're also providing the world in which you can realize that NFT, thus providing realized value within a digital space. I can only imagine what the first NFT minted on Wiami.Fun will go for 10 years from now. Well, I've been having a lot of fun just talking about those things, but that's not it. There were other things that were announced and reminded to the community that is worth mentioning. For instance, the team reminded us that super early access will soon be available to the public. I am really excited about this because I want to see individuals be able to get their hands on the game and have as much fun as I have. This also opens up streaming, which I'm getting really amped up for because I have so much fun playing with the other Wilders. This is going to bring in a whole new perspective of individuals that'll be able to provide feedback that'll be extremely valuable for improving the game. Plus, you'll be able to see my journey on improving as a player. Right now, there's a lot of individuals that are getting better and better, which has made it really hard for me to stay within that top bracket of individuals on the leaderboard. I really do love everything that the team is doing, and that's the reason why I've been supporting this when no one else was. And I'm going to say it again. It has never been better to be a Wilder. This has been the best era ever because we actually get to get in and play the game. So as you can see, the Wilder World team is cooking. They have been doing an incredible job. And this isn't even reaching the appetizer. This is pre-appetizer phase, apparently. All right, enough about Wilder World. Zero needs its time to shine. Earlier last week, Zero launched their wallets with your ability to be able to claim your meow daily. Now, as I have mentioned before, only Zero Pro members are able to earn rewards and claim their meow. And I've also always shared that having a long-term mindset and being early is the best way to gain value over time, which proved to be true because the few of us that signed up for Zero Pro were rewarded greatly, enough to pay for a Zero subscription for a multitude of months. Not only that, the Zero Messenger platform has never run more smooth, has never been a better time to be able to get in there, connect with other community members, friends, and family. So if you're interested in signing up for Zero Pro or checking out Zero Messenger, I have an ultimate guide that will help lead you along, as well as a code to be able to get you in and get you started. It'll automatically connect us and I'll be able to help you out along the way because I don't want to leave you hanging. I want to make sure that you're able to navigate through everything and have an enjoyable experience once you get onto Zero Messenger. I also want to mention an incredible effort that a community member made with creating a thesis on Z-Chain. Bart is well known throughout the community for his incredible articles. He wrote one about Wilder World years ago that really helped bring a lot of different pieces together and solidify my passion and love for this project, for this team, and for the community. And he did it again with the Z Thesis, because now I call him the man that moves markets. Because as soon as he released the thesis, the market started to move because people started to better understand and connect the pieces of the value found within the Zero protocols, as well as the Z token that will be supporting those protocols. Bart and I have already set up a time for the two of us to be able to sit down and have a conversation about this thesis and about both of our experiences within Wilder World and Zero, which is something I'm incredibly excited to be able to talk to him about. So watch out for that conversation because it'll be the first podcast that I do, and there's no better episode to start off with than a conversation with Bart to be able to get his take on the projects and to hear his experience within Wilder World and Zero. The last thing I want to talk about is a project that I started in order to help individuals better understand the complexities that can be found within Zero and Wilder World. This is an effort to help onboard people and to help navigate them so that they can have a great experience within these projects and within the community. And I just want to start off by thanking the different individuals that really had an impact on helping bring out the best in me. It was a collective effort for us to be able to help Wilders as a whole. So watch out for the release of the video representation of this guide. Well, there you have it. That is everything in the Metaverse update for this week. There's a lot going on, so make sure you pay attention. You can follow me on X. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. And until then, stay wild.